Oh, crap. What's up, everybody? This is Kurt H. I'm the Lazy Farmer, and, yeah, no, I'm playing something a little bit new. I'm waiting for, to go look for something to do on, let me show you what I'm doing. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? This right here. This. And this is where I just screwed up. Yeah, you guys are telling me I made a mistake. I got game over. They've crashed. I'm going to start this over again. So this is Railroute. I found it yesterday, as a matter of fact, on Steam. And it reminds me of another game that a couple of guys here talked to me about. Old school routing, train routing. Coffee. Let's see. Load last save. Let's start there. So Railroute is the name of the game, and it's basically it's all about just routing trains. And I'm not going to go into more detail. I might do I'll do a whole another video on it and spend some time. But basically, you can build your own route. It's pretty good. I mean, I like it. You actually take contracts. You can. I mean, it's. Oh. Those are going off. Let's go ahead and get time started. I had to think about what was going on. I'm trying to expand. Basically, it starts with one line. I expanded this, and now I'm going down here. This is supposed to be in New York. I don't know where Jamaica is in New York. Or just a name that they gave it. But I'm trying to expand this this network out, and I think. Let me go ahead and you can automate. Let me bring this to a stop so I can talk about this. Okay, so yeah, you can automate. You can actually expand like I can do. Go into construction mode, and I'm going to put another track in here, or I can even. I can go. Let's go there. Give myself a little extra room. If I need to, I can put another light in here. R's rotate. I think I need it to face that way. Yep. So no, I don't have room to put another light. I kind of screwed myself here a little bit, but. Yeah, and you can do contracts. Like I just accepted a contract down here. I'm going to accept a contract. So basically, it's showing me the route that if the train would come in this way and come down. That's why I'm building this track here. You earn money, and let's see. You can do upgrades. You get enough point to do upgrades. I can do automatic routing. I can actually upgrade upgrade my network to that. Boom, that's been upgraded. So, and let's see what else. Yeah, like I say, you take contracts. It's kind of a fun little train diversion. Look for a video on this. I'll just do a full solid gameplay on this. But it's kind of fun. It's like I said, I I got it to distract myself and to relax, and it's not relaxing. I'm just gonna say that. So I was playing this, waiting for the stream to start. But anyway, all right. So I'm just gonna show this off. I don't want this. I can deny the contract, but I'm just gonna hit the escape button. I want to get trains coming down here, but I just need to figure out the route. And where I can go. I don't know. I might. I did this crossover right here. I might have to put one here going this way. So because the trains are going to come in this way and then go down, and this train here, hover on it, is going to come into Woodside number 1, and then it's going to go you know, to Met's Willets Point number 2, which is down here. So, but I've got that new one. The Jamaica train is going to come in on Willets Point, go to Jamaica, and then go back to Willets Point. And I think it's going to come in here on number 2 and go this way, and then go back out number 2. So I got to stop. I got to figure out where I want to stop this train here. I hold the trains here, which that costs you money for as long as you can hold. Hey, what's up, Shake and Bake? How you doing? So, I mean, it's a fun little diversion, and let me scroll out. I mean, this is for New York, so these are all the areas that you can build up, and you build it the way you see fit. These are all potential stations, or you have yards. Here's Oak Point Yard. I know that from Selkirk map. That goes have trains that go off to Oak Point. But then you have, I forgot what they call these. I'm just learning this. Like I said, I just bought this yesterday. It seems like a fun little thing. If you're looking for something railroad related and a bit of a diversion, building, earning money, working contracts, yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's frustrating and it's fun. So anyway, let's jump into it. I mean, this is all right. Well, anyway, enough of that. Let's get to what we all came here to do. Let's get into Run 8. All right. So I'm going to close out that one. It's going to run in the background. Don't need it to run in the background. It's gone. Okay, there we go. So a little bit of Run 8. Let me get my rail driver in front of me. Okay, I got my second cup of coffee waiting for me already. I'm in the Bakersfield UP yard. Same thing as last time, man. I came in here to start, and someone parked this locomotive, this power set, which I think I'm going to take and use, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. They parked it right here, this is not a good area to tie down your power because it's an exit lead going into the San Joaquin Valley Railroad yard. That's what that power over there is. So I'm thinking about working the YBK 150, and I'm thinking about just grabbing one unit and leaving the other one behind. It is. I mean, if you're talking about rail route, yeah, it's interesting. I don't remember. I gotta look up the game. It's an old game, man. This thing's old. It's old. It's like it even it predates Run 8, version 1, and it's where you can create your own routes and everything, and it's all very, very old school. I have it. And then, like I said, this one just happened to pop up. I looked at Steam just to see what was on sale, and Rail Route was there, and I looked at it and I started investigating. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to pull the trigger on that. That, and of course, I found another paranormal game that I have to play. So you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this one, set that as the lead unit, start both of these, but I'm going to leave one. I'm going to split this set apart. And I'm just going to take one and go work the YBK 50. So, yeah, I'm not sure who keeps doing this. It's kind of a weird thing to park it right there. It's not a good place to park it. And then they put an EOT on the end of it. I don't know why they do that either. Oh, yeah, it is what it is. It's how they play, and that's all right. All right. We're running. Yeah, everything's running. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out. I'm more of a trains, railroad simulator type of guy. You know what? I like trains. I just the thing about trains was the was it surveyor mode? I think is in trains. I'm thinking, I'm not even awake yet. I literally was up. I was up to 1 o'clock last night, flying. Well, I was done earlier, but I was flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and then I got talking to somebody here in Discord who I think has Flight Simulator, but then um, they were like me. They were kind of looking at it, and they didn't have the controllers, and it was kind of daunting to try to fly keyboard or with for me even a Xbox controller. I didn't like it. But I finally dropped some money, bought the TCA Captain's Pack for Airbus from Thrustmaster, and it's been a game changer, and I've been loving Flight Simulator. Once again, it's like the Rail Driver. I don't know why I waited. I should have just did it a long time ago. So I'll have a live stream tomorrow for that. Sundays are going to be my. What is going on with OBS lately? Okay, it's back. What is OBS is not liking Run8. So I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. I'm dropping frames, and I have all week long, man. I've been recording and streaming stuff all week long, and all of a sudden I'm having issues. Well, anyway, I'm going to jump over to Discord real quick. I know I got somebody hanging out in Discord. So it kind of adds something to the stream, and I like talking to this guy, even though I'm irritating him lately because I've been picking on him. So, and morning, Ken, how you doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Actually, I gotta go back to OBS is messing with me again this morning already, and it's Run8. I haven't had issues with anything else. It has something to do with Run8. Yeah, yeah. The building aspect of trains. It's something that I like it. I just don't. How can I say it? I like it, but I don't have the patience for it. It's weird. But then something like Rail Route, if I just want something to be kind of casual, I can deal with that. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I hate the new Surveyor 2.0, but I'm thankful they put an option to go back to class. The fact that you say that. What's up? Hey, thanks a lot, Shake. Man, I like that. Thanks for the subscription. Um, I noticed that because one of the things I do is I always go deep dive um, into YouTube channels when I first bought trains, and that's my story. Is that I've always been I was looking for something to scratch that model railroad itch. And honestly, I looked at trains way before I even found Run8. And it was the way, and I guess there's a setting you can do. Wow, it got loud again. Why are you doing that? Music went twice. I don't know. I don't know why. But anyway, well, now I lost my train of thought. No pun intended. Uh,
Train.
well, no, the train thing. It operates when I was playing with it. Um, yeah, it operates exactly like a model railroad would. And so I'm like, okay, this is kind of it. This is not, and then I didn't wrap my head around the fact that it was another YouTuber that I was chatting with, um, that he kind of pointed out to me that yeah, you can't, trains don't spawn in like they do in Run8. You have to place the locomotives and the cars on the tracks like you would in your own little model railroad. I'm like, oh, okay, I get that now. And but like I said, in my search for something that was going to scratch the itch of the model railroad, um, in my search, Run8 the word Run8 came up, and I did a deep dive, and I even had Derail Valley. I was playing Derail Valley a lot. So I was looking for anything that would scratch the itch, and Derail Valley got close. And I still don't get me wrong, I like it. I like Railroader. like all of them, but this has been for playing rail, with trains, the open world aspect of it, um, multiplayer. I'm on here. Ken's on the same map, and we're on the SRS server. By the way, my little PSA on the SRS server is that we do not require checkout rides. This is a multiplayer server. Where are you working today, Ken? What's up? How you doing, CSX?
Dispatching right now.
Oh, you're just this. Oh, you're clean. Are you cleaning up a mess again?
Yep. Same mess I was cleaning up last night. He decided to just go ahead and, you know,
Okay, it's
null and
got
void.
honestly, that's gotta be user or somebody doing it because, like I said, these locomotives that I'm moving right now were tied down on a section of track that um, is blocking access to the San Joaquin Valley yard, and they're putting an EOT on the end of the. Why are they putting an EOT on the end of these trains? I don't get it.
I don't know.
There you go, CSX man. Sometime, let's put it this way. I was starting to say I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning my time, which would have been about 3 o'clock in the morning for Jason.
Yeah.
Talking flight simulator stuff, and my alarm went off at 5. I did get up, turned it off. Then my alarm for my phone started to go off. I just sat there and listened to it, or laid there and listened to it. And honestly, I didn't even roll out of bed until I think 30 minutes ago,
Hmm.
if even that. I mean, yeah, it just, well, don't hit the bumper. All right, that's a good place for it. I'm going to take this one. We're going to put it into isolated mode, shut it down, and set the handbrake on it. I'm going to come to this one, close the angle cock, and disconnect the MU cable. And we will go ahead and disconnect the air hose. Now I'm going to push back a little bit so I can get the stretch force off the coupler. There we go. Boom. All right, let's open the coupler. So yeah, whoever's been playing with it, leaving this stuff marked, where it's at, I'm going to mess with them because I'm just taking this one. I'm doing the YBK50, and I'm only going to take one locomotive with me. Because that's what they do in real life. They don't use
Yeah.
two. They don't use two. So, working out of. Don't work too hard, man. Shake and Bake, thanks again for the sub. You have a good one. We'll catch you later. I'm here every Saturday morning. So, we're going to be playing some. What is going on, man? It's just. Well, I got good signal, but it just. The stream looks terrible. I don't know. Ever since the last update of OBS broke OBS.
Yeah, I haven't tried streaming since I updated mine from last week to see if anything changed for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with the settings again. I hate, sometimes if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see. I can go a little bit faster than 5. I can go to 10 miles an hour here in the yard. But don't get me wrong, man. Trains, I'm gonna have to start getting back into trains again. Too many things, too many irons in the fire, though. I have another flight. I think tonight, 7 o'clock my time. I have a long flight, and I can't use my A320.
Uh-oh.
I haven't tried to do the A321. Can't do it. I went and put my I put the route into SimBrief, and SimBrief said that the route's too long for the type of plane that I was wanting to use. So I thought the A321 might be able to make it because it's a slightly bigger plane.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to go to the A330, or I'm going to. I don't think I have an A350, and I might have to go see. I'm gonna look into getting an A350. Although I did find on FlightSim.to there is an A330-900 that is supposed to be a free download, and it's built off of the fly-by-wire, which is a default plane. It's basically a copy, an extended version of the fly-by-wire A320, but made for the A350. Well, you didn't tell me that how many cats you had. So Princess Sophia and Bella, but you did say that you had, last week that you had a Siamese. So, which I mean, Siamese. I saw a Siamese cat out here. I mean, it's one thing with cats. Honestly, do not let your cats run wild out in the. Don't. You might think it's okay, but cats that run free, if you let them out, let them run free. Once they get a taste of that, they never want to be inside, and they're more susceptible to, I think, cat leukemia, I think is what it was. It's not a good thing. It's not good for house cats to run free. I mean, and literally the lady that lives across the street is a cat lady. I mean, she's got, I think I counted one day, something like 15 cats in and around her house, and now they're over here, and there's one of those cats basically broke in, and I've been trying to get it. It's living underneath my house.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like I'm trying to get rid of it, and I I'm trying to be nice about it and not call animal control, but I'm getting to the point where, you know what, it's time to call animal control.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. These two are the main over here. This is not main. At least nothing's parked on the run through track like it was last week. So this will be interesting. I think Dave comes back on. Oh, you know what I did not do? I did not pull up. That's what I have over here. I was gonna go. I gotta get on and your guys' stuff. Run8. Here we go. Where is it? Registry, SRS registry. Boom. Okay, wait for that to come up. Go find the yellow tabs. Bakersfield. Work. Why? Yeah, Dave. He goes, work the YBK. That's all it says is work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on track 2. Okay, let's do the registry here. Not showing it on the stream. I'm just going to walk through it. Okay, who am I? I am TLF. The God. I should put that in there. TLF the God and see if anybody says anything. UP San Joaquin Valley Railroad, Bakersfield. Next page.
We did have a ghost last night on.
I'm telling you, I was going to bring the holy hand grenade. I don't know why I started doing all that other stuff with holy water and everything else because Ghost was on and everything, and then all of a sudden I thought about the holy hand grenade, and I went and looked and I found the script for it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta send that to you.
I was laughing.
Uh,
Like, he would send me that. He would send me that.
I'm gonna go work. It says work. Work on duty, crew change or complete. I guess I could do on duty. I'll go on duty.
Yeah, on duty. Yeah, just do on duty.
Yeah, track number 2.
Just don't duty in your pants.
Dookie. That's Dookie. I don't know. That's only after I take my metformin and my shot and everything, and then it makes me want. I mean, Metformin, I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Comments. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in there. Speaking of cat, a cat just went by my window. It
Meow.
was actually kind of a pretty cat too. It was a white one with orange spots, so it was a pretty cat. But I had my window
Yeah.
open because it got down to like 61 last night, so I had the window open with the whole house fan. I went to bed, like I said, 1 o'clock. At about 2:30, 3 o'clock, those freaking cats decided they wanted to fight outside my window. You
Ah.
talk about something that'll wake you up and be unnerving, and as much paranormal stuff that I watch, I'm thinking that something's attacking me in my house, and it's like, no, it's just freaking cats. Hot days ahead. It says hot days ahead, but underneath that, on my computer, I just got a notification. Hot days ahead. It's 68 degrees.
Mm.
All right, so working with one locomotive. I just put that note in there. All right, so I can go back and there it goes. On duty, TLF, working with one locomotive. It took a while for it to change. Wow.
Yeah,
But
it takes
see,
a minute.
now this is what I was talking about, where it would be kind of nice that, okay, I make the change here, and I know I'm not showing it, I'm just talking through it, but then I go over to the work list, and I think the YBK 50 is in the work list. I thought it was.
So, so you did all that, and there's 2 locomotives already sitting on that.
Are there?
Yep.
I'm going to have to go pull that off. I'll move that over a track. Why would you? Don't. Anyway, I don't even see the YBK 50 in the work list. Am I missing? Oh, there it is right there. So, and that's where that needs to change. I don't know how you'd make that happen. You'd have to have certain lines for, but it's a programming thing. I mean, it's something I think you can program in and do.
Yeah,
But
I'm sure we can
yeah,
get it done.
yeah. So, all right.
Make it
So,
easier.
I'm just gonna put TLF in. I think that's all I have to do on this one. Yeah, because now it says it's
Can you give it
assigned.
as so much as you just look at the work list? Okay, you want that one. Then you go to the forms, fill it
Yeah.
out, and it would fill it out on the work list and on
Well, yeah,
the.
you could type it because like the one I took is online. Where to go? Because this extends out, so it goes. It's on line 1291. So all I'd have to do is enter line 1291, and then the scripting would like, okay, reference back to line 1291 for
Oh,
for this, and then so that would be a way to do it. I'm gonna go free fly on this. Since you're down here already, yeah, I'm gonna pull this stuff off. I'm gonna pull it off and I'm gonna stick it. Well, this one's already on. Why is this BNSF over here? Oh, that's not BNSF. That's San Joaquin Valley Railroad. Oh,
how you doing? You know how that. You need to toss that coffee down your throat real quick.
yeah, I do. All right. Well, I'm gonna pull.
You're not awake yet.
No, I'm not. I'm awake. I'm just my mind's like in different places. I never did tell you what I was going to talk to you about
I
last
know.
night.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Cause somebody got tired and had to go to
Uh,
bed. You
you know,
know.
somebody did have to work all day.
Hey,
Didn't have
don't
a
hate
chance.
me. Don't hate me because I'm on vacation.
Yeah, well, your vacation's coming up to
I
an end very soon.
and I can't wait. To be honest with you, I cannot wait. Okay, I need to. Are these running?
Yeah, they're running. The two that were already connected.
Oh no. Oh yeah, they are running. I got okay. So I actually will isolate this one. Isolate. Alright, I don't need that one to run. I just need that one. And then, oops, I forgot to do one other thing here. Take off the handbrakes on that one. Take the handbrakes off on this one. You know why I'm doing it this way.
Just, I don't know.
You're about ready to say it. Yeah, I'm doing it just to mess with whoever keeps parking that power on. Because honestly, for a yard set, if they're going to use that as a yard set, they should use MP15s.
Yeah.
You know, oops,
But at the
there
very
we go.
least, EP40s.
Yeah, they don't need two. You only need for yard work. You only need one.
It depends on what you're doing. You might need the extra traction motors for slow pull, but I mean, it just depends.
I'll bet you anything. Let me go inside. Yep, that's why it's not moving. Switches are off. Of course, I'm doing this, and then my 2 hours are going to come up, and I'm going to come to a stop. So let me rethink what I want to do here. Okay.
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 Is there anything up on Bethesda that you can be doing?
Well, I do need to go. I mean, it's supposed to be the area that I'm responsible for. But you know what? I haven't even looked. He says he was working on the forums. Oh, he did. Look at there's a registry. I don't think there was a registry before. Let's see if the registry has. I didn't even look at that. BNSF Stockton sub. Is that what he put out? Because I don't see Empire, Modesto Empire and Traction yet. So.
In the forums or in?
Well, I'm looking at the forums. Yeah, I don't see. I just see BNSF Stockton sub. Going through, just seeing what's here.
Yeah, he might have put it in there.
Yeah, it does. You go to the next page and it has includes Modesto Empire and Modesto and Empire yard sheets. So it does. So it's under BNSF Stockton sub. And train IDs. That's outbound trains. Status. Arrive, build, release, depart, open, assigned. We're on duty, work, complete, crew change. Okay. Track. Modesto Riverbank. Okay, so Riverbank, which is one word, by the way, not two. And then Empire Yard, E1, E2. Okay.
Hey, be happy he's got what he got started already.
What's that?
I said, just be happy he got started
Well,
already.
this is true. I've been waiting for this. That's one of the reason why I haven't been up there, because there's no way to track what to do. The track, but yeah, Riverbank is. I'll have to tell them. Riverbank is one word. Train weight, train length, all that, and then submit my answer. Okay, so I'm not sure what he has planned on the rest of that, but at least I could do. Okay. Modesto Yard. He said he was starting on it because Modesto 1 through 16, then BNSF. He's got 1 through 4. Oh, that's BNSF Empire. Okay, well, it's not BNSF Empire. It's MET, Modesto Empire and Traction. So MENT, Empire Yard. It belongs to them. And actually, if he's considering the Modesto Yard Riverbank, then that now, I mean, this year or latter part of last year, that was a BNSF yard, but now the Met owns that yard. So they sold it to the Met. So, but anyway, you can keep that as BNSF Riverbank. Um, we don't technically have Modesto itself other than the Met. And then inside the Met, there's a UP yard on the western side of the Met. Small little, like two tracks. Really, it's kind of almost like a passing siding. And then,
Yeah.
but then there's the other 2 yards that are inside the Met. So there's um,
Riverbank Yard.
yeah, the Riverbank Yard, which is inside the Met, and then there's um, there's another one I can't remember what they call it. They don't even call it that. I talked to the guy and he goes, they don't call it that. It's more like center yard, west yard, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. McClure Yard's the one
Oh
at the
yeah,
school.
yeah. They don't call it that. And he works for the Met, so.
Yeah. McClure and
But I like the fact that it's called that. I'm sitting here looking at this, talking about this stuff, and I'm looking at a pair of knuckles. So that's good. That's good content. I'm trying to think what I want to do. Well, you know what? I'm going to change some things. I'm just going to get started working this.
Okay.
And I'm going to put this back where I found it. But I am going to put it on that little stub track. You know what I could do is I could delete this and turn it into some MP15s and put them on that stub track. You're okay with that? I mean, I'm an admin. I could do what I want to, and you know
You
what?
just have another admin screaming at you, but hey.
Well,
I'll take
it's like,
I'll take
well, and my response would be is like, well, if someone keeps parking it on the lead track going into the San Joaquin Valley, and I have to keep moving it to run San Joaquin Valley Power. UP Baking. I'm going to do that. You know what? Let's delete this. I'm going to delete this. I'm being ornery. I'm in that
Okay,
mood
you're
today.
hungry.
I'm in that mood today.
All right, already in that mood.
I'm
I
in
see
that
how you are.
mood. I'm in that mood. That's what happens when I don't get enough sleep. All right,
Yeah.
let's go here. I want freight locomotives. I mean, they don't have anything. They don't have anything like this down there at Bakersfield. But they only run one locomotive. They don't run two. Oh, there it is. UP. What's the difference between this? This is UP1. Let me see which one I want to do.
I think one's kind of more clean and the other one's weathered, I think.
All right, so which way do I want to go? Let me get back to chat so I can see chat here. Everybody's up. Look at this. I like trains. What's up, Ibrahim? How you doing? What, Rob? My vet told me 80% of outdoor cats end up. They do. You're not wrong, Rob. I mean, it's all because they become. It's very susceptible to a cat form of leukemia, and cars and other cats and dogs and coyotes and you know uh, domesticated cats are not meant to be outdoors. So Ibrahim, I like trains too. So what can I say? I'm a trains guy. All right, let's look at the other one. Let's look at number 2. And I want to clear that list. Add number 2 over here. We're going to place it. Oh, you know what it is? No. Oh, it's a Southern Pacific. It's a patched SP unit.
Oh.
Guess which one I'm going to go with?
All right.
Patched SP units because one. I mean, I like SP Southern Pacific, and it's also got the Mars light on the end of it.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. So let me get rid of this. Delete. Go back here, and we'll add the two patched SP units. One, reverse that. Let's. There we go. All right. Someone's going to come in, and I know these are going to change. These are going to change, and they're going to be parked on that lead track again. So I might have to put a note in there, just a little note. Hey guys, stop. Please stop parking the power, the UP power on that on the track that it's blocking, on the lead track because it's blocking entrance or exit into the San Joaquin Valley yard. But yeah, we'll add some MP15s in here, some patch stuff. Old, and it's old and nasty. I like these models that they did.
Yeah.
What was I gonna do? Tagger. That's what I was gonna do. And they had, what was it? UP-BKBK.
Probably, yeah. Because there is a transfer that runs from the NSF over to.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's why he's. I wonder if that's why. Why would he put? I don't know. I mean, that's probably why. I mean, I don't know. I don't see anything else move, but I noticed that it was back in that spot, and then the but you can still use the MP15s, put them in road mode.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Doesn't
do.
like
I'm just gonna do this just to mess with him. But man, it's like,
if he doesn't like it, he'll spawn a couple more units in. He'll be all right.
and then I'll delete him, and then we'll have a feud.
No feuds. No feuds on the SRS. It's all fun and games.
Oh, I
Don't
know.
destroy
It's all,
anybody
yeah.
else's fun.
But I mean, look how nasty, old, and weathered these look. They did a
Yeah,
great
I know.
job on it.
I knew it was a weathered unit. I just couldn't remember what. Because the UP one looks a little cleaner. You know what I mean?
Right. It looks like it's brands. It looks like it just looks brand spanking new. Okay, let me relinquish these. Relinquish those so I can go down. Let's go free fly or drone mode all the way to the end down here.
Plus, you're just putting them in case Sean comes and wants to play on. You know, there he'll have a set of MP15s there.
That's true too. If we ever see Sean again.
Yeah.
He says it's a busy time of year for him, so it's like, okay. He pops in every once in a while, and
Yeah.
he always asks me. And the thing about what's funny is he always asks me, "Did you stream today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I streamed today." I'm not gonna put. Well,
Do
I
you
am.
not have that? You should ask him. Do you not have the bell clicked on YouTube?
Well, my daughter. I talked to her yesterday, and I was like, because I was told I was doing the other paranormal thing, and she's like, "You streamed yesterday, or today?" I'm like, "Yeah," because she was off yesterday, and I'm like, "Yeah, I did." And she goes, "I never got notified. I always watch your stream." And I'm just like, I did stream, and it was, and she's like, that's weird. So I'm like, you need to check your notifications. I mean, and there's been some updates to that. I mean, there's been a lot of updates on everything lately, and so unlike
Yeah.
like everything else, updates break stuff. All right, I want to go inside the cab. Let's open this up. Open this up so we can get the sounds. Alright, and go into neutral. Parking brakes are off. Handbrakes are released. Whoa, what's that horn? Oops. What the hell you? What do you mean I can't do that? Oh, I know why. I hit the wrong one. It's left control F3, not F6.
Oh.
That's why. Okay, I'm using the CSX horn. Okay, there it is. Alright, that's the one I want. I like that horn. You gonna set your captain's pack up today?
Probably later this afternoon, maybe.
See if you wanted to try to. Well, you don't have that. We can pick like one of the A320s that came with the game and um, see if they did make that change. Like that one guy's claiming that they added pilot co-pilot feature in Microsoft
Oh,
22.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna turn my light off.
Oh, that's a
For
demon. That's a demon.
yeah,
That's what happens when you were messing with ghosts last night.
yeah.
Yeah, now you got a demon in your house. If it's flickering, yep, that's what it is. I've seen that movie. Okay, like I said, the paranormal stuff is I don't know. I've always been into that stuff ever since I was a kid. And I know why. I'm just not going to say it, but yeah. And then I was watching something on YouTube. It was idiots playing with Ouija boards.
Oh yeah.
Number one, you just don't do it. Okay,
Right.
just don't do it. And somebody even goes, "What about the number one rule? You don't play with Ouija boards."
Right.
Okay, but these idiots were playing with Ouija boards and stuff, and I mean, it was kind of freaky because there was like a lot of them. They were playing with it, and then you could see them take their hands off of it,
Mm,
and then it was either like a glass, which is non-conductive, so
right.
so you couldn't use a magnet, okay, or the planchette itself would start to move on its own, and it was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, my mom, I mean, it was like back in the 60s and stuff. I mean, Parker Brothers came out, and they still sell it to this day. I mean, you can go buy a Ouija board. Parker Brothers treats it
Yeah.
like it's a game. It's not a game. Um, and anyway, yeah, my mom went and got one. And I found out after she passed away and we cleaned out our house. It's like even my ex-wife, well, she was my wife at the time, was like, "What the heck was your mom into?" I'm like, "I really don't know." And that brought back a memory of as a kid, she she goes, "Let's play the Ouija board together." And I remember that planchette moved on its own, and it freaked me out that I ran away.
Yeah.
And I think maybe I got cursed. I cursed myself as a little kid because I ran away. We didn't say goodbye. You have to
Mm,
say goodbye. Oh, I'm at 11 miles an hour. I'm gonna hit slow speed. 1 mile over is no big deal. Are you still playing dispatch?
yeah. But
All
I'm
right.
not dispatching your side.
You're not?
Auto's
Oh.
nope. Auto's on. Auto's taking care of you. So
Yeah, it looked pretty clean. I only got 3 trains out
yeah,
here. I've
it's
got one coming at me. And for those people that are watching, I'm up here. I need to come out and work this area. So I'll pull up and stop, and I'll have to wait for that thing to pass. We'll get a little bit of eye candy.
oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, for anybody watching. So this, once again, I'll go back to my PSA announcement. Number one, if you like the content, and today's just kind of a casual talk about anything kind of day, nothing specific. So, but if you do like the content, I've got a lot of videos with a lot of how-to stuff on Run8. Please subscribe, hit the like button. I want to get Run8 out there. I mean, because my story, and I started to talk about it earlier, until somebody actually mentioned it's a great simulator, but it's no Run8. I remember that comment. I went, "What is Run8?" And all my searches for train simulators, Run8 never came up. And that one comment sent me down this rabbit hole, and this is a rabbit hole that I'm happy to be in. So, but anyway, then that's my goal with my channel is I want more people to become aware of Run8. And I do other things as well too. So I do some paranormal games. I do Flight Simulator New. I mean, it's in the name, Lazy Farmer Simulations. So I'm going to start doing flight sim. In fact, I have a flight tomorrow. Believe my tomorrow's flight's going to be Philadelphia to Cleveland, Frontier Airlines. What am I doing? Let's see what else. I mean, like I said, then probably I'm going to do more of an introductory thing on that rail route. That just seems like fun. I haven't done the YBK 50 in a long time. Do I want to go down? I guess I want to go down on the right hand side. Work that. What is my? Do I have? Oh, I do have a switch list. Okay. Yeah. Wait, what? What are you laughing at?
You. Oh, I do have a switch list. Really?
Hey, you never can tell. Sometimes the switch list comes up, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, let's put about 10. I got about 9 pounds. That'll be enough to hold the train until the other thing passes. I mean, it gives me time to pull the map up so I can look at. I'm looking at where is it? I don't want Bakersfield. I want Mojave. That's where I'm at. Or Mojave. 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 Yeah, I like Ghost. Yeah, Mojave. I think he called it Mojave and then Cajun. I'm like, no, it's Cajon, not Cajun. All right, so let's see. Do I have this? Let me go to OBS, and I go pull this up. Make sure I have the right one. Yeah, you know what? You're not showing. Here we go. I think that's the one I want. Let's see. Does it show up? It does show up. There it is. All right, there's the map from the depot on the screen. And let me go switch over to that screen. Okay, so anyway, this area right here, this is the whole YBK50. And where am I coming from? If I can scroll the page. Basically, it's just down the road. I'm coming out of this yard right here, the blue yard. The green yard is what I was talking about, is San Joaquin Valley Railroad. And those locomotives, someone likes to park those locomotives right on. Actually, it's on this lead right here. It's the crossover, but it kind of blocks access for the San Joaquin Valley Railroad to come all the way out and come over here and get into, because they leave cars in here for the San Joaquin Valley Railroad as opposed to putting them in the San Joaquin Valley Yard. But anyway, I digress. I'm coming out and I'm like sitting, yeah, I'm right here right now, and I'm waiting for that train to pass so I can come out, cross over to South Track number 1, and then once I'm on South Track number 1, I will just head down the road and work King Pack Potato, Progressive Farms, Kundert Brothers, Kirschman Enterprises, and then continue on and then cross over and probably do a runaround at this point, push back and then pull and then go out and work all this stuff. So work one side, then work the other. So we'll figure it out as we go. And then go back on North Track 2, back into the yard. We'll call it done. So I may go down there, I may park on the siding down there, depending on how far I get in my 2-hour stream, as I sit here and wait for a train, which is almost here. What is Otto doing?
I don't know.
Because I know this thing's heading for Stockton, but I mean, he's got it crossing over. And then I don't know if he's going to cross back. And that's a BNSF. So why is he even crossing over?
I think it's originally set up for right-hand running only in that section right there. So.
But it's BNSF, which means if I'm looking at, it's going to come and then it's going to go down one of these leads, unless he's going to come down. I don't know. It's the way they programmed it, because it just seems like it'd be better to stay on this side and then just go down. Where's Nen anyway? I've never seen that one. I know STO is Stockton. I don't know what Nen is.
Well, it's either. It's a new one for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just making things up.
Green train, right?
Yeah, it's a grain train. I don't even see.
Nebraska.
Where?
Brunswick, Nebraska. Yep, to Stockton. What that is.
How do they get How do they get Nen out of Brunswick, Nebraska?
It's just however they decide to do it. That
So he's down there somewhere. He's way out there. I still don't see him at all.
you could probably throw your switches and get out.
Uh,
They're all manual switches going out to the second.
yeah.
That yard and
All right. Well,
so
you're
if
the
you want to.
dispatcher. You said I could do it, so I'm gonna go do it.
No, that's Otto. Otto's dispatching out there. You better ask Otto.
Well, Otto don't control these switches, and you said you were dispatching, and you're in the Bakersfield area.
That's not my territory.
Not your job.
Yeah, not my job. He might not be able to flip them because he's got that lit though. Might tell you can't flip the switches.
Yeah, I just got that one. Don't throw those switches. So, little late. I'm waiting on them. I'll put these back until. Well, this isn't main. I can still leave these ones switched. That's not main line, so I can pull. I can literally pull up to this switch right here.
So you gonna be waiting a while.
Oh, I know. I'm waiting a while.
He's way.
Yeah, he's pretty much just now coming down out of the off the grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, off the was it Tehachapi grade coming down. He's over there by Sandcut, and he's not gonna be able. He is honestly.
No, he's about ready to cut over. He's
Yeah,
almost
he's
certain.
about to cut over, but he's gonna. I mean, that's 25 miles an hour in that area until he hits Sandcut, and then he'll get up to track speed of 50. Truck and Tiger. One production. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Truck and Tiger production. Why is that making me think of the Tiger King or whatever that was on Netflix?
I don't know.
Sorry, I had to go there. Anyway, welcome to the stream. How you doing? All right. So let's see that. If I go back to the maps, Sandcut's here. That train that's coming. He's not that far out based on the map. If he's, is he at Bina yet? No, he's already past Bina. He's crossing over. So
Yeah, he's
he's
stopped.
at the crossover right here on Sandcut.
Yeah.
So right in here. So he's not that far out. I have to wait just to go work these areas right here in Edison. What was I was looking at I've got Van Strange, Gomera Farms, they're all over the place. Johnson Farms, that's on that side. JR Simplot. Where's JR Simplot? Why am I not seeing that one? Oh, it's right there. Okay, never mind. It's right here. It's on 726. Okay. King Pack Potatoes. Yeah, that's one of the first ones. Kunt Brothers, Kirschman, that's on that side. Okay, so pretty much looks like everything's on the back end that I need. Oh no, it's all spread out. There's some more JR Simplot. Oh, this stuff is all my setouts are all spread out through my consist. This is going to be some fun. This is where, okay, so this is where I walk back and slap whoever built this train. I'm going to pull a Quincy, go slap him.
Like, probably didn't build it. He probably just
Set it there and
pulled it
put
off his.
power on it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Well,
it's,
no, that's stuff I sent up there.
oh,
It's,
with the power on it?
hmm?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. It's someone stuck
I
power
sent
on
a
it.
supply train up. I sent a supply train up there with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is, and it is on the local crew to pre-sort their train, you know, before they go out. Or they can just do this and just like I'm doing right now, just go out and go, okay, what else do I have? So, it's going to be interesting. Well, I'll get into the sighting over there and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I may end up tying up the South Main. Where's this guy
Do what you
at?
got. Do what you got to do. He's
Yep.
still.
But
He's probably still.
no, he's past Sandcut now. He's coming up to Kern
Yeah,
Junction.
that's a pretty
And
good
he's got
size.
a, and then he's holding him there. I mean, why is, what the heck? Auto. Did you turn auto off in this area?
No,
Hmm.
it's not off in that area.
I'm trying to figure out why
That's just a
auto's.
long. That's so there's intermediate signals in there that you're not seeing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. But I'm just like, well, I'm like, why is he still giving him a red? Just.
He doesn't, Otto doesn't do anything until like last minute. He's like, oh,
Well, he's
okay,
got to wake up from his drunken stupor to begin with.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? All this time, I think I'm talking to you. Do I even have? Oh no, I have Discord on. Okay, never mind. Knowing me, I would do that without Discord. Would have Discord on. People would be wondering who I'm talking to.
Yourself. That's
Yeah, well, I'm getting it. You know, it's only intelligent conversation that I can have. See, that here's where I need to go. Is all these industries right here. I don't even see this guy. Oh, here he is. There he is. He's flying. He's coming pretty quick. You don't need to blow your horn at a crossing. That's just a suggestion.
he's moving at 51 mile an hour right now.
Yeah, no, he's booking it. So, all right. So I can at least, with my train, I think I can pull down into this siding down here. Figure out what I want to do and how I want to do it. Why is that sitting there? That's kind of weird.
Why is what sitting there?
Oh, this car is sitting right. I don't think there's an industry right there. Oh no, there is Coonsboro. Why is Coonsboro all the way out here? That's weird. Is that? Wait, what? That's got to be a mistake. Because their KUN is right here, but the industry, there's also part of that industry right here on the track, which is where they left a box. Somebody left a box car.
Oh,
I think KUN needs to be fixed because it doesn't make sense to have it down here. If you're looking at my stream,
yeah.
it's right. It's down here on that little spur right there, and right in this section right here. So this part right here needs to go away because that's blocking. That's block. This is that little side. That's the siding that I need to pull into.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Well, sending an email to him and let him know that he needs to
I can.
fix that industry.
Oh yeah.
Because it'd be
What's
Oh,
up?
and someone just
Speaking of Sean, what's up? My brother from another mother. How you doing?
he is.
He's in here watching the stream. He actually watched. He's catching my stream this morning. Where you
Well,
been, Sean? He's a flight simmer too, by the way.
if he can catch your stream, he can get on the SRS.
That's true too. He can come play. He can come join us in Discord. In fact, Discord is open for anybody. If you guys want to come play on the Southwest Rail Simulation server, I keep saying it. No checkout ride required. All you really need, the area that I'm operating in right now, it's just base game. That's all you need. So you get the Needle subdivision, you get the Mojave subdivision, and included in the Mojave subdivision is the Barstow classification yard and the UP Yermo yard. So you get all this. I know you've been. It seems like everybody's working a lot. I mean, you're working a lot. Um, Briscoe, haven't seen him in I don't know like a month or so because I know he went to the extra. He works for CSX and he went to the extra board. And then Devin, same thing. He works for CSX and well, he just got employed by CSX and he went to the extra board. So we haven't seen him either. So yeah, you go to work for the railroad when you're brand spanking new. Man, life as you know it is over. Uh, but I mean, it's all good. I mean, I'm glad that's a good job. That's a good job, actually. Where'd that guy come to a stop?
Shouldn't have. Nope, he's still moving. He's
Oh
moving
yeah,
in
there
there.
he is. Yeah, he's just now coming into well, he just made it through Edison. He's exiting Edison right now. So do we have? But Otto still has him on a red though. What's he gonna do right there? And
He's now at 53 miles an hour, so he's still moving.
yeah,
Here.
don't do anything. No, I would just don't do anything. Let
Okay.
don't just let it go. I want to see what Otto's gonna do.
Okay.
And this might be part of what's screwing stuff up out here.
No, I think this a lot has to do with all these Amtraks.
Oh, what do you mean? Because well, now which is
Well,
interesting because Amtrak only goes as far as Bakersfield in real
but,
life.
but before I butcher the name, is it Cloran, or is that different? Said differently.
Oh, Corcoran?
Corcoran? Okay.
Was that where you?
Uh,
Oh, are you looking at
yeah,
which one are you? Are you looking at Bakersfield sub?
yeah, that's where
Oh,
that's that.
Bakersfield sub. Oh my. Oh, dear God. Yeah, that's Corcoran. The big draw on Corcoran. There's a massive. Um, it's a I can't think of the term. There's a massive prison out there, and it's like one of the top high security prisons and everything. Yeah, for the state, Corcoran.
So the problem there is that Amtrak can only be on one track there,
Hmm.
and he had all kinds of stuff messed up there. I mean, I even got a grain train that I split up and parked into another siding just off of where that empty is. It's sitting on the north side there, right by East.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. 2 BNSF Bakersfield. So if it comes out, it's coming out here by Lopez on this one. Um. So. Oh
He's
well.
got him moving. He gave him a light already.
Okay, yeah, no, that's right. I'm looking at the wrong way. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong way. So yeah, because Amtrak does go Fresno and work its way all the way down and then onto the Mojave sub, but it stops at Bakersfield. And then from Bakersfield, you have to get off the train and get on a bus to go over the Tehachapis to get to LA, but they did submit, and I haven't heard if they've been
Yeah.
approved to to stay on the BNSF tracks and go around the mountain into LA. And if they do that with Brightline building the high-speed rail going to Vegas, um, that would be a huge ticket for
Okay.
Amtrak for Amtrak.
Yeah.
It really would. And that would almost be a nonstop. I don't think there in that run. I don't think there's anything out there that they would have to stop at, or maybe one or two stops. But that would be a nice. Honestly, they could get up to with their SLA units get up to like 100 miles an hour out in those areas.
Yeah.
You know, so they could get it. So that'd be a good run for Amtrak, tie in into LA, and then at the same station where the high-speed rail leaves to go to Vegas. And then if Brightline's smart, they'll continue that out from through Vegas, and then head to like Albuquerque, then Tulsa, and so on, and just go along the Route 66 run.
Yeah.
And connect, and that make to high speed rail. That makes sense to me to have high speed
Yeah.
rail go through that area. Oh, so Otto get unless you did it, Otto gave him a light.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he gave him a light. All right.
I don't like to do like you only give like lights up to like 2 or 3 blocks ahead, and that's it. So if he's in those,
There he is. I
he
see
can't
him.
see it, but Otto can see. How many blocks he's out.
Yeah.
With the intermediates and
Oh yeah. Ugh. Come play, man. Come on, Groot. Yeah, I was starting to say earlier. I know Groot. He's talked about. He's a flight simmer.
yep.
I'm actually the small little office I'm in here. I'm thinking about moving some things around, and I'm actually thinking about getting one of those little flight sim chairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, kind of like what Groot has. He talks about it, but he does Run 8. He's got to keep everything on his lap for Run
Yeah.
8. No, dude, no, no, no. Hold on, Sean. Listen. Number one, you're part of the crew. Okay? So you are always welcome in the stream. Okay,
Yep.
you're always welcome in Discord. You're always welcome. You're entertaining. I mean, you pick on me as much as I pick on you, and that's good. Okay, and we can both pick on Ken and piss him off. Okay, and that's even better. So, but I mean, yeah, don't ever feel like, and that goes for anybody. I mean, that's Jason, that's you, that's Devin, that's Briscoe, that's Ghost. All you guys that we're all part of the same crew. We all like Run 8. So yeah, no, you're welcome to come into the stream. All I'm doing is I'm just sitting here waiting for this guy to pass so I can go works. This is the life of being on a local. Whoops. Sit here, wait for a train to pass. So at least we got some eye candy. I have to go back and um, oh, God, Southeast, man. That last update broke the Southeast. I do need to talk to Briscoe because he knows all the different trains and everything, and see, or at least see if
Yeah.
I can get him. I gotta go back and see if I can find what he sent me so I can rebuild all the trains. I think I have all the spawn points done, and then I need to look at the train routing. Why is he slowing down? Okay, I'm standing here giving him the finger. Look, the finger. See, that
Yeah.
would be.
He's down to 19 miles an hour, probably because that's a slow switch right there going around.
It is. It's probably like a 15 mile an hour switch or something. He's getting off of the UP line. So that's all. This is all UP that he's on right now. They have track rights, and then he'll diverge and get onto the BNSF lines. Kind of miss those old days of like the Santa Fe and the Southern Pacific. Stowe. It's a lot of grain heading for Penny Newman.
Yeah.
Because that's something I want to see how they model that. Because somewhere down here, I think on the Bakersfield sub, there's a huge Penny Newman grain facility that's modeled. Well, if they model it in Stockton, there's and you can see it as you go past it on I-5. There is a massively huge Penny Newman grain facility, and it's right on the canal. And they have boats that will come in from the Bay Area, will go down the canal and come into Stockton, and then they'll tie up at Penny Newman's pier. And I always thought that, well, that was grain going out to foreign lands. No, it's actually the other way. It's grain coming in, because even though we're like the breadbasket of the U.S. and the world out here in California, there's a lot of grain that's actually imported in for the dairy industry. So yeah, I haven't seen Briscoe in a long time either, Groot. And yeah, the update broke the southeast. It kind of reset everything. So on my and then it did the same thing. I updated my test server, and it broke it on the test server, and so I'm trying to rebuild it. I've got all the spawn points. I got mad. Don't ever do things mad, okay? But I got mad and I deleted all the AI location files. And then when I did that, it erased all the spawn points. Great. But it also erased all the relinquish points in Waycross. So I had to go through and put all the relinquish points back in the receiving yard at Waycross. And then I put the spawn points in at, was it Salcahatchee, Wildwood, I'm trying to do this from memory, Gay, and Campground. And I think what's that?
Did you by chance look at your Run8 assistant to see if you didn't have any backups?
No, that's what I was saying. I have Run8 Assistant going, and the only backup file that I have goes back to December. And I'm like, what? So the Run8 Assistant hadn't been doing my backups.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why the whole thing this week has been, I get in there, start to work on it, and I just get frustrated and go off and do something else. So, and I've been doing a lot of flight sim stuff, and because ever since I bought the captain's pack for the Airbus, it's been and everything I've learned on how to manage the systems on the Phoenix Airbuses. Yeah, that's been fun too. All right, so we're gonna move out. Finally, he's gone. He's out of my way. I don't think anybody else is coming.
No, you're good.
Nope, I'm good. I'm gonna go flip some switches. So I can cross over. Flip. No, I want that one. What am I doing? I want that one out. Cross over.
You got a steel train coming up that way, but he's way out there.
Yeah, no,
he's coming through the loop right now.
Yeah, no, I got enough time to get into that sighting up there in Edison.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we'll sit here and I'm going to do the right thing, and I'll wait for this train to go by and put all my switches back to normal, because you always want to set your switches back to normal. Always. Come on. You can do it. Well, it's broken because you haven't been on it. I'm just saying, Drew. I mean, you haven't been around. You haven't been playing. Yeah, I know Briscoe. I don't know what happened to, other than the fact that, I mean, I think he's just been working a lot and probably, I mean, honestly, there's some people that will like spend all day working on the railroad, come home, and then spend all night playing trains. You know, um, I've watched a lot of videos from people that's exactly what they do. You know, I'm like, okay, and but I would imagine that like for Briscoe and Devin, you know, they're probably at that same point. It's like I'm going to spend 12 hours a day working on the railroad. When I come home, I'm not going to go play trains. And especially Devin, who's in the process, he's going to get married here. He's engaged. You come home, man. You got to spend time with that fiance. And then after you get married, when you come home, she's going to have a honey-do list waiting for you. She don't care that you've been working 12 hours and that you're dead tired because you've been out in the negative winter walking through snow or out in the triple-digit heat with double-digit humidity and all that. She don't care about that. Here's a honey-do list. You need to get your butt to work. Woman, where do you think I've been all day? Oh, wait. Yeah, do you think maybe I've had that conversation in the past?
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, that's the last thing he told me too, is that he works. But then I got the impression, and maybe I was wrong, because I know at the time when he said that, Devin was working a local, and but then he said he was going to the extra board, and so I don't know if that extra board is 2 weeks on, and that's 2 weeks, no days off. I mean, work that's 14 days straight, and then you get a whole week off. Oh my God! I'm like, by the end, and honestly, you're into your 1 week off. That first couple of days, I can tell you, I wouldn't want to do a thing. After 14 days solid, I'd be dead tired. Especially with him being a rookie, he's got a red vest. All right, 10.1 miles. We're gonna pull out. We're still in the yard here, and we're crossing over. Boy, this thing is long. A lot of cars for these industries out here. Who ordered all this stuff?
Customers.
Damn them. Yeah, I got a little frustrated with Ghost last night. But I mean, that's Ghost. I mean, he wants help, but he doesn't listen. It's like, come on, I mean, and then I did do a video on how to install Run8. And it's meant to set people up so that when you install Run8 and you add DLCs, you're set up for success. And everything's where you can find it, so you don't have to go looking for it and get into the, and oh, there's my last train. All right, let's go ahead. Do 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 do. All right, past that switch. Yeah, I don't want to do like I did last week, flip a switch before the car actually has gone over the switch.
Oh, why
not? No. All right, to the engineer view. So that's what it is. He's doing Buffalo to Cleveland. So that's a road train. That's not a local. So Yeah, so basically it's Buffalo to Cleveland, and then what? I mean, however long that takes, spend the night, and then Cleveland back to Buffalo, then Buffalo to Cleveland, and Cleveland back to Buffalo.
That's if he doesn't. They don't have work in the along the way though too.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. I mean, there's probably like little yards we're gonna have to stop and pick, drop cars off, pick cars up, you know, on the way there, and then do the same thing on the way back. And yeah, he's a road. I knew he was a road train guy. All right. Speaking of road train, let's notch up a little bit and get out of slow speed. So, but I'm happy for the guy. I mean, I'm envious too because that was something I mean, when I was younger, I think working for the railroad would have been a blast. And I actually, here's the thing: is I tried to reach out to, Southern Pacific at the time because they were still around, Union Pacific. Nobody called back. And I had just started high school, and all I wanted to do was talk to somebody. What do I need to do to get on with the railroad? And they wouldn't even give me the time of day, so it just never happened. And now it's like, then the last time I talked to Quincy, or one of the last times I talked to Quincy, he's like, well, I'll get you on right now, and I'll even be your trainer. Yeah, no. But that's when he was down in Waycross, and he was actually training people in Waycross. So, Sean, are you still doing flight sim? Yeah, I think that's my plan is for flight sim. I'm going to get the MCDU. That'll probably be next month when I get paid, and then get the MCDU, and then I'm going to get after that. I'm going to work as much overtime as I can. Oh, what does this go? Oh, that goes out to, this is Arvin branch right here. Yeah, I know you fly. That's right. You fly more DCS stuff. Yeah, that goes off. Yeah, that's Arvin branch right there. That's a add-on. So when you get the Southern California pack, you can get the Arvin branch or Trona. Trona's out of the Mojave Yard. Arvin goes way out there. That San Joaquin Valley. There's a lot of industries, and it's a good long run to work. It's not. It's kind of fun. All right, I'm doing 38. I don't think I'm going to hold it at that speed. And then I need to dive into here, but I got that stupid rail car in front of me. I'm going to have to put that on the end of my train. Why would anybody put that car there? I don't get that. No, I've gotten into, was it a pilot's life with on Flight Sim, but I've been doing Flight Sim 2020. I can play 2024, but it gripes. I mean, and my system will say, I mean, according to Microsoft, my system handles 2024, but I get messages all the way through it. Oh, I forgot. There we go. I hit the okay. So I just do 2020, and yeah, it's still fine. It works just. And quite frankly, Ken, I like the interface on 2020 better than I don't. I wish they had just left the interface alone. I mean, I like the fact that they added an electronic flight bag. That part is nice, but everything else that part I don't think was broken, and they should have just left it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it sucks, Sean, but I think it's, if I had to choose, honestly, well, I made my choice already. Between the two of them, I'll stay with 2020. The only thing that gripes me about 2020 is that it takes so long for it to fire up. But everything else now, it's like, okay, so I have from Phoenix, I have the 319, the 320, and the 321 from Airbus. So that now fully works in 2024. Pilot's Life now works in 2024. Beyond ATC now works in 2024. What else am I using? Navigraph is fully integrated, and I know that Navigraph and SimBrief have always been fully integrated into 2024. And Navigraph actually created a series of training modules that work with 2024, and the FAA has now said that if you do those training modules from Navigraph through Microsoft's Flight Sim 2024, it counts as simulator time towards your actual pilot's license.
Nice.
Yeah. My, uh, shut up. So I'm like, they announced that like right after 2024 came out. So I'm like, wow, that's pretty impressive, And we all know the guys that flew the planes into the Twin Towers, they used Microsoft's Flight Sim and practiced and trained in the whole bit inside their apartment while they were going through flight school. So I mean, it's a possibility, and now it's an official thing. So, okay, good. I'm purposely letting it slow down just because I got a grade here, but I will be diverging off.
UP detector milepost 318.8 track 1.
I mean, 2024 doesn't suck. It's typical. It's Microsoft that sucks. I'll be honest with you. Microsoft sucks. Okay. And all this stuff that worked great under 2020, the way Microsoft, in their stupid wisdom, broke it all. Instead of looking at it going, okay, we're going to redo 2024, and let's not be arrogant and make everybody change their stuff over to what we want to do. And people who want to fly planes, so they're going to have to fly planes the way we want them to fly. That's their attitude. What works? What's broken? Okay, let's fix what's broken, not fix what works. And all this stuff that works, maybe let's implement something so that it will automatically. I got a red light. Oh, I got a red light because I got to flip that switch. Auto's going to gripe at me because I'm going to run this red light, but it's an intermediate signal.
UP detector milepost 318.8 track 1. No defects. No defects. Total axles 160. Train speed 22 mph. Ambient temperature 76 degrees. UP detector out.
Holy crap, just like a woman, she won't shut up.
Yeah, it's got a green. It's got a G plate on it.
Yeah, no, it did. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, I've got a 1.3% grade right here. So I'm getting ready to diverge off, and you're going to see I'm going to have to go into that boxcar that somebody, I'll just leave it here because this is where the industry, seriously, you can't look beyond that going and ask the question, why is there a boxcar being left right in the middle of the siding? So,
Somebody apparently wasn't paying attention to their maps.
well, that's just it. I mean, I mean, you got to look at your maps. Okay, look at the maps that the depot has been kind enough to put out. Set your damn switches back. Look at this right here. Switch left reversed. Yeah, my
the mainline switch was reversed, or
no, the switch going into this industry right here was left reversed. And I'm pulling into the siding. I got 20 minutes left on the stream, so I'm pulling this train off the main line, and then I can go. Once I'm off the main line, I'll plan my moves.
yeah,
You know, and it may be a lot of going back and forth. And it all comes down to, you can't, I don't know if you guys can really see it, but if you look at the stream right at the tip of the finger right there, there's a boxcar sitting right in the middle of the siding, because when they set the industry up, and it's an error, it happens if you're not careful with the industry configurator inside of Run8, you can put industries all over, put one industry all over the place.
yeah.
You know, and that's what's happened here with KUN. So yeah, so I'm gonna pull in, and I'll send an email when my stream's done to Mike, said, hey, you need to fix KUN because part of that industry is in the siding, and somebody is actually using the siding to work cars. So, and then I think I'm gonna put a notice on in the boards too, forums, guys. Make sure your switches are set back. I'm running into a lot of switches that are left. I'm looking at another switch up ahead of me here that is set for reversed. It's not returned back to its normal state. Let me get on the ground and run up. Excuse me, I got a hiccup. I was inside a car.
That's pretty good if you can teleport into the car.
Yep. See both. Yeah, I mean, this switch left reversed. I mean, I get working industries and stuff, but come on.
Yeah.
I didn't, I did not do is I did not start a timer. So I know I may not run into that boxcar. I just want to get this thing off the main line. Alright, off the main line, let's go ahead and flip that switch back so it's lined and locked for mainline operation. Let's bring this train to a stop. I go to the front of it. So I actually need to get that boxcar out of there. What can I work as I do this? Let me go clear this stupidity. Well, I mean, because I can see it should be in this spur right here, but then there's KUN right there, and that's not where the industry is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I need to come down, grab, push that. You know what I may end up doing? Leave these cars over here. Break off, grab that. Go out, cross over, and then pick up. Let's see if there's anything. Those are face. Well, I can't do that. that really would be the only thing I could do is come in here and leave it at Guayma Farms. Then I had to go back down the main line then again, and or go down the siding, cross back over, and then I can start working it. Just like I gotta do all that just to get it out of my way.
Yeah.
It should never have been left there to begin with. You know what? I'm gonna gripe about it right now. I've got to. I need to open this up, and I need to go to the forums. Run8. So, where are you? I know I saved you. I thought I did. That's the Google Sheets. I don't want that. Is there a link in the registry going back to the website?
No.
That would be a nice
Should be in the
documentation.
General on Discord.
Yeah, I know I can go there, but look at it. But I was just thinking that'd be a nice place to have a link to the SRS forums page in the registry as well too. All right, let's go close that tab out. Let's go back to here and go here. There we go. I need to come in and look. Oh, I got 3 notifications. I'm bad.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, 3 notifications.
See if I have any.
Oh, we got some people. Let's see. We got new member Heat pending registration. Looks like he was already accepted. Peter DSA, same thing. He was already accepted. And Gaddis. Okay, all 3 new people. 3 new people.
Yep, I approved all those.
Nice. All right. I need to go and complain. Let's go to the home page. What's under this link here? Oh, I actually just need I want to send him an email. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay, the map's not up. Good. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick. Close this out. Open it back up again. Of course, I got to look what's happening in Waycross. Absolutely nothing. We have a full receiving yard. I'm looking at live feed. I looked at the receiving yard the other day. It seemed like everything that was in the receiving yard was auto racks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like, what the heck? So I mean, so they're humping auto racks.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a depot thing. Don't hump auto racks and all that stuff. So
Well, I told you I was watching a video the other day. They were, I think it was UP was humping 3 set of well cars over the hump. So
yeah. Mike, there's Mike. Okay, let's see. K50. Oops. There's effects. I sent the owner an email since he doesn't look at Discord.
Hey, it's crazy.
Who? What? How? What? Where?
Ghost. It's Ghost.
Who?
Oh,
Me? Me?
get the holy water out.
Okay, I'm coming in. I'm ready. I'm coming in the southeast server.
Oh my God. Okay, it's time for us to leave. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's weird. Okay. The Big Show versus who? This guy's gonna try to pick the Big Show up.
What?
Oh, Scott Steiner. I don't know. It's kind of weird what I get in my YouTube videos. And there's you remember? You guys ever watch wrestling? If you say, huh? I mean, if you say no, no. I mean, back in the day when I was a kid and younger, and
You cut out. I didn't
oh,
hear you.
oh, no. I was saying if you guys ever watch wrestling. And if you do, what's up, Karch? How you doing? It's coming to an end, buddy. We got about like half a month, and then it starts again. Your dad's last year. But no, anyway, if you guys ever watch wrestling, Buff Bagwell lost a leg.
No.
Yeah, he
Hi.
yeah, no, he was apparently, and I was watching the video. He was very open about it. He was like, "Hey, you know what? I was dumb. Dumb and stupid. WWE sometimes, HBK and Triple H will always be great. Yeah, well, but yeah, no, it was. I mean, these guys after wrestling, all of them have a hard time. And the person that I kind of admired, and he was one of my favorites back in the day, was Diamond Dallas Page. And so and there's another guy, this one that was a different wrestler, and I can't think of what his name is. He was in the WWE for a while, but then he got out, but now he's making a lot of money, and he's kind of doing the same thing that Diamond Dallas Page does, is he spends a lot of time life coaching other wrestlers after they get out. And the problem that a lot of these wrestlers are having after the lights go away and the McMahons kick them off to the curb and stuff, the instant lack of fame, the pain from all the bumps that they take and everything, and they get hooked on drugs. And I guess for Diamond Dallas Page, it was, the tragic end of China, and what happened with China, and was it, I can't think of the wrestler that she got hooked up with, and the stuff that they started doing. I mean, yeah, and like Buff Bagwell, I mean, like other wrestlers, he got hooked on painkillers, and he ended up, drinking heavily to the point that the next day he thought, oh, it's the next day, I'm sober. But no, he drank so heavily, he was still intoxicated. Then he said he took Xanax and tried to drive. And wherever he was at, he drove his SUV through it was like a bathroom that was set away from a mall because he was heading to the mall. And he actually drove it. It was a big brick building, and he drove it, wiped it out, and blew up his kneecap and everything. Well, they were thinking that, okay, we're going to go ahead and we'll just do a knee replacement. Well, he was saying you have to have, in order to get a knee replacement, you have to have a kneecap. And if you don't have the kneecap, you can't have the knee replacement. He ended up losing his right leg above the knee. Yeah, and I mean, this guy was like, I mean, he was, and it's like every these guys, he get, it's not a good situation. I mean, I don't support it because the WWE, especially the McMahons, they're evil. The thing that they have the ladies do, and then push everybody to use the steroids and all that stuff. Not good. It's just not good. So, and I started looking into that, and this is like almost decades ago, and I just like, okay, I'm not even gonna support this stuff. I don't even watch it anymore, and I feel bad. And like, and there's like, China committed suicide. There's some others that have committed suicide, or they've gone down some very bad roads, or getting ready. Scott Hall. I mean, Diamond Dallas Page is like, he's been fighting to keep Scott Hall alive because this guy has gotten so bad that he's tried to kill himself a few times. And so Diamond Dallas, and even Diamond Dallas Page had been in there at that one point, and then he got his mind right, and he got into yoga and stuff, and it's all about trying to, you know, let's get, you know, we got to deal with the pain. We did this to ourselves. We just need to be better and get, you know, and get our minds healed before we can get our bodies healed. So, and that's this other wrestler, I can't think of what the guy's name is, but he's doing the same thing. And it's like he traveled across the country just to go help Marcus Bagwell. And when you get there, Marcus Bagwell, no, he goes, this is what I did. Yeah, I think he did take his life. You're right. It was Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. I think was his real name. But yeah, I think he eventually did take his own life as well too. And he had a drinking drug problem. They all do. They get hooked on the painkillers, and they're just, you know, and it's not good. And I give these guys credit for what they can do. I think they're excellent. How do I stunt artists is what they are. They're excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. And I give them a lot of credit for doing what they can do, but you know, in the same sense, it's not a good industry. It's not a healthy industry. So did you know who else turned to Christ too, besides Heartbreak Kid? Was which he said he accepted Christ, but then he came back with, and that was Sting, and he it was after he changed his persona to black and white. He was based off the Crow. Then he went and accepted Christ, and he left wrestling, but then he came back. So it's like, okay, did you really accept Christ at that point? You know, because I mean, it's, you know, or are you? I mean, I don't know. I can't judge, but I mean, I just asked the question: did you really accept Christ, or did you just say you did? And it's the same thing, like what Kanye West said that he accepted Christ, but then he's doing things and saying things that, you know what, I don't think you did. Wow, who was the last person to work this? They got some cars sitting there. Oh wait, is that industry? Those cars were put in the wrong industry. That's why they didn't turn. Look at this. That's Johnson. I let the map go. That's Johnson Farms right there. So we've got box cars and reefers that have changed, but then you got these that goes to ADS. So someone's was down here working this and did not pay attention. Okay, so I need to go grab that box car, get it out of my way. Where's ADS? I gotta go find ADS.
Like way at the other, like going back towards Bakersfield.
Bakersfield. That's ADS. Oh yeah, ADS is all the way down here. That's going to be like the last industry I'm going to work in. So now I've got, and do I have any other cars for ADS in this set? This is going to be one. I don't have any in here, fortunately. Oh, I got one. So I think I got one. So okay, that's one thing I was looking at is when I finally head back down, I think I can stick all three in there. Yeah, I can definitely stick all three in there. Okay, so just a lot of work. Oh, I'm over 2 hours already. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this box car out of the way and probably put it in. I'll put it on some track. In fact, I might put it here on JRS as a buffer car against these tankers. and then I will tie the train. I'll tie the power out down there, and I'm going to call the stream at that point. I mean, somebody's causing issues down here. Yeah, I'm griping and grumbling, but you know what? I'm allowed to. This is common sense. I mean, this is the sighting. I mean, this is a run-through track. Why would you leave a boxcar? You know, you'd have to ask the question. I know it's there. I'm in Bakersfield. You can ask me. You're in Discord with us, Ghost. I mean, I'm actually in Edison. I'm working out of the Bakersfield yard, so for UP. Well, it's a common sense piece. You know, you're like, why is there an industry in the sighting? That's like, okay, so if this industry was on the main line, would you leave the boxcar on the main line? It's the same. That's the same question. You know, and especially when the industry is back there, you can kind of see right there KUN. So it's like, okay, what's going on? I mean, there's a question there. You know, and then it's somebody who's not really paying attention, and then they're leaving cars that are for the wrong industries. So, I get it. You know, we're a training server, you know, and that's why I'm kind of grumbling. I mean, this is like, I'm not calling anybody out by name, but it's enough to make, you know, hey guys, this is what these are questions you want to ask. Why is this industry here? This doesn't make sense. It's in the sighting. So, and then you have to ask those questions, because later on somebody else is going to work this local, and unless it's you coming back to work it, if somebody else comes back to work it, you got to make, am I creating a problem for somebody else down the line? You know, for the next person that works this. All right, so let's see. We are all bled. I'm not going to add any air to this. Don't need to. So, all right, so we're going to ride this down to the end of the track. Enough of a grade here that it was already starting to make it's like a 1% uphill grade, so it was making the locomotives start to run downhill. In the sighting, 15 miles an hour, so I'll hold it at 13. So what are you up to today, Karch? I haven't talked to you since we went on summer break. I've been seeing you out there playing Helldiver. And you know you can always message me in Discord as well too. Man, doing a lot of Lotro, a lot of, you know, all right, who the hell's calling me? Oh, geez, it's the same people. Yeah, I got it's Saturday. You guys are closed. I'm getting an automated phone call from my pharmacy.
Yeah, I think that's a scam.
No, it's not. It's my pharmacy. And then on top of it, everything that comes across, it's all, do I have a train coming? I better check before. He's way out there. He's way out there. All right, so
yeah, I forgot that. I asked a question, buddy, but who was driving that train? I watched one of your shorts that popped up just now, and you were in the conductor's seat, and I guess it was a short curve, and he was going like 40 miles an hour plus.
Oh no, that was Zala. I haven't Zala used to run with me all the time until I posted that short, and then I haven't seen him in like forever. I do take my meds. But yeah, no, it was, and that was, I posted a short, and the lesson on that is, and we talked to you about this last night. You should have your maps up as you're playing Run8, and you should be referring to your maps. You should be referring to grades as you get to know an area. And in that particular case, that was on the Pittsburgh sub coming out of the Portage Tunnel, where as you come out of that tunnel, it drops from 50 miles an hour to 15.
Wow.
Okay. So you plan that. So as you're going through the tunnel, you might go into the tunnel at 50 miles an hour, but then you're into your dynamics and your air brakes slowing, because you know your route that you're going to be coming out at 15 miles an hour. And I'm looking at the map, and I wasn't looking at my screen. I was in the conductor's seat, looking at the map, and then I looked up at the speed. At the time, he was doing about 40. Okay, and this is the grade that's in that area. He was doing 40 when I noticed it, and he hadn't come out of the tunnel yet. And I asked that question: what's the speed in this area? Because I wanted him to know, and this was a checkout ride, that there was an issue. And he's like, oh, I don't know, about 50, I think. He didn't know. And then the time it took to have that conversation, as we exited that tunnel, the train had accelerated from 40 miles an hour to over 50 miles an hour. And then he even said, oh, and we went into a turn, and he goes, oh, this is not going to be good. And honestly, if Run8 would allow it, that train would have ended up on its side. So the lesson there is, have your maps out, whether you have them printed on a second screen, third screen, whatever you got to do, be able to tab to them. Have your maps out so that you can look at the grades and the crossings, and you look at the dispatch screen as well. All right, let's go here, change that back. Let's make these all lined and locked for mainline operation. Same thing with this one here, because there is a train coming. All right. And then this is a sighting, and did I get it? No, I didn't get it. Stop my train because I don't know what's going on next. Yeah, okay, we're good. We can keep going. And we'll go to ground. Whoa! That's all grade that's making this train pick up speed. All right, good luck with your fishing game there, CXX. Good to see you again. Glad to have you hanging out. Okay, bringing it to a stop. All right. Get on board. Now I can go ahead and... So like this is a one, you just got to be aware. This is a 1% downhill grade, so I've got to maintain speed. Slow speed, I might as well take that off because it doesn't work with the brakes. You can only really use slow speed on a flat or if you're going up a grade. But downhill, yeah, you want to be... In this case, I'll just use, since I don't have any air on the car, and I only have one car. See, here's another switch. Left, reversed. Into all these, all these switches are left reversed into the industries. So they work the industries, and that switch can stay reversed. That's fine. But you really should get in the habit of putting everything back to normal instead of reversed. So if I hadn't been paying attention, I would have slammed into those cars. And I've done that before because I haven't been paying attention. Yesterday you caught a 413 pound. I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, yeah, no. Now, only if you had that in real life. I'm just saying. So, yeah, I'm going a little bit fast, so we'll put some independent brake on. About 4 miles over is 19 miles an hour in a 15 mile an hour zone.
Oops.
Oops. But this is what
Just being
happens.
lazy.
But this is what happens when I have to jump off the train and fix something. Yeah, so this is like, I'm glad I worked this. This is a lot. There's a lot of what not to do over in this area. And I don't know if people are going to the forums and looking at the forums on a regular basis, so posting there would be a good thing. My biggest fish in real life is a sand shark.
Well, the thing is, if you post on the forums, it pushes it out to everybody, and you'll see if there's a new message, you know.
Oh, that's true too. Maybe that's what I should do then. Is, hey guys, who and anybody, especially the new people. Well, it's the same thing. You get a notification, but that's just like me. I don't get a notification that there's stuff in the forums, but unless I go to the forum and then there's a notification.
You can set it up so you get it.
Yeah. But these new people that are coming on that are brand new to Run8, brand new to railroading, I mean, do they know that? Do they know how to set that up? That would be another thing. My idea, once again, the way my head works, the idea that I just got right now is when you go to sign in, here's what you need to do. And number one, go here, turn this on. Go here, turn this on. Now that you have this all set, bookmark the registry. You'll need that. I'm doing 20 miles an hour.
Quit speeding.
I am. Well, let me go into dynamics. It'd be easier if I use that. But anyway, I mean, then at the bottom is here's your server information, and that way they know, okay, we're getting notifications. I'm getting it notified to my email that there's new stuff. There's information there. Go to the SRS Discord on a regular basis. But watch this video because there's a lot of mistakes that were made on this, by other people that are being caught. Wow, that dynamics I'm still doing. Gotta go full dynamics. Yeah, technically that switch can be reversed because that's the exit for the siding. All right, let's go to ground. Yeah, 1.25% downhill grade. The sand shark I caught was small, that weighed about 20 to 30 pounds. It's a good sized shark. Used to catch those we catch those all the time in the San Francisco Bay Area. All right, we're going to ride this all the way back. Two notches, come off the brakes. There we go. I haven't been fishing. There's no good fishing in this area, and I know we got Bear Creek, which is part of the Merced River, comes down out of Yosemite. But honestly, there's nothing in that creek that I would want to eat. It would be a catch and release situation. And then, honestly, the people that tend to hang around that creek, yeah, I don't think I'd want to be. Yeah, no. There's some shady. Yeah, there's some shady. Even when I go for my bike ride, I'll bike. I mean, it's a nice creek. Don't get me wrong, and they got some nice biking trails and walking trails. And during the daytime, it's okay because there's a lot of people out. But at nighttime, or you start getting into nighttime, yeah, the sketchy people kind of hang out there. And then it goes underneath some of the major roads that we have in this town, and you'll go down there and you'll see like campsites and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing that it's like, you pitch a tent. I'm going to pitch it underneath this way right here in the walkway. Come on, really? I mean, that at some point the police are going to come along and tell you to pack that stuff up.
Right.
Sheriff Coat. Oh, you did? Was they? How do you? Oh, did you see him out there, Karch? 'Cause I know they're out there all the time chasing people out all the time. And a lot of time for those people, they'll do whatever they got to do. They'll get themselves a nice tent, and then they get chased off, and all their stuff gets thrown out. They're not even allowed to pack their stuff up. On the McKee Bridge, they're always there. They chase them out, and they come right back. And it's sad. I mean, in a way, I mean, I tried helping and working with them. I feel bad for them. There, but for the grace of God, go I. That kind of thing. But a lot of those people, honestly, they want to live underneath that bush. All right, I'm going to go F7 cheat. Because I'm going to need to air all these guys up anyway. So, all right, so F7 cheat, they're all connected, but I'm going to disconnect here, and then this is where I'm going to stop. So I'll close that, and let's go ahead, and I need to push back to get the stretch force off that coupler. All right. Release. It's going to let the gravity pull it away. All right, and go to neutral, tie that down, and call it good. So that's it for then. I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself here in Discord. Oh, the ghost left. What a surprise. All right. Anyway, so that was it. That's going to be it for the end of the stream here. It's over a little bit over 2 hours. It was really nothing. I mean, I was kind of like trying to figure out what it is I wanted to do. So I had nothing really specifically planned. At the beginning of it, I did show Rail Route, which is something that was new, relatively new, I think, on Steam. I don't know how long it's been up there, but it was new for me. I found it. Rail Route is definitely fun. You can actually, like I said, you can build your own routes. It's got, you can take contracts, you can make money. You make money to, to expand your route out. They have a lot of pre-made maps that you can start building on, or you can build your own. It's got a lot of flexibility. I think it's European made just because it starts you off in Prague. And it's got an interesting tutorial, very well thought out and artistic tutorial. So it's a good thing, and it's worth it. It was on sale. It was cheap. It was like $15. So it's definitely something that I would say that if you're looking for something about and playing Dispatcher, definitely take a look at Rail Route. And it gives you an ability to be that dispatcher guy. And so if you like doing dispatching and like in Run8, you'll like Rail Route. And if you, I don't even remember the name of that program. It's like 3D Rails or something like that. I don't know. But it's old school. I mean, it's like early 1990s old school. It's something along those same lines, but this is more modern and it's got a nicer interface. So if you like to play Dispatcher, this is definitely the one for you. I like it. It's a lot of fun. It's something that, well, I got it thinking it was not going to be stressful. It can be stressful. So anyway, I will catch you guys next week. So once again, next Saturday, might be Sunday actually, depending on how I feel. I should be home by then. I do have a concert I'm going to on Thursday. I get to go see Volbeat and Hailstorm. But I should be back next Saturday and probably be back here on the SRS because unless somebody touches the YBK50 and finishes it, I will continue where I left off and continue to work on it and fix this. And I'll gripe about stuff. See you later, Karch. So let's see what else. And then tomorrow, Sunday, I will be Flight Simulator Day. I'll be doing Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I'll be flying I think I've slated either the 319 or I might even do an Embraer. I found out I have an Embraer 190, so it's a short hop from Philadelphia to Cleveland. So I don't need a really big plane for that. I might do a smaller one. We'll see how that goes. I'll play that by ear. Other than that, let's see what else. I gotta get some farm sim in. I found a new map in up in the Netherlands. A new solo map that I started playing on. Louisiana map was really good. So I need to start doing it's in the name, TheLazyFarmer Simulations, so I just need to do some more simulator stuff, not just Run8. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chatting in the stream. You all have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you guys next week. I am out.